Hi everyone, my name is Pravina, daughter of Koltanda. I am studying at OUM, Open University of Malaysia, under Bachelor of Science and Facility Management. Today I would like to discuss about my assignment and task that given to me under the course Engineering Material, which is copper building. Today I will discuss and share about the information regarding copper building, about the features of copper and the advantage of copper that using in our built environment. Let me start our next slide. Objective of this assignment is to share the features of copper building, the implementation of copper building, and the purpose of copper in our built environment. And the last will be the develop the built environment by using copper materials. Content of this assignment is to describe about the copper, discuss about the building designed by copper. The four building that I choosing for today is Jurassic Museum, Museum of Medical History and Innovation, the advantage of copper and example of copper building that I've built before. Okay, let we know about the copper. Copper is a chemical element which very high with thermal and electric conductivity. As we all know, copper is a good electric conductivity and it's reduced the heat. The next is the physical properties such as strength, conductivity, ductility make copper suitable for built environment. These are the most common features that make copper one of the famous material in our built environment. The next will be the purpose of copper in built environment, which is because of its consistent demand, the decreasing price, and the biological implementation. The consistent demand because of, as we know, the electric wire that we are using is normally made by copper. The next will be the copper is used in a roof, flashing, cutter, wall girdling. It's mean a cover by the wall are covered by copper, and the building expansion. The first copper building that we're going to discuss is Jurassic Museum of Athens. It means it's located at Spain. This building is established on March 2004. This building was designed by architect Rifonio Uruberena. The goal of this museum is accelerate the factor involved of combination of the life on the earth. The building is shaped from a dinosaur footprint. If you see from the top, bottom, and the top of the roof its form of the dinosaur footprint. The roof structure is laminated by wood and plywood. The entire roof are covered with copper skin plate. That means the roof structures are laminated with the wood and plywood, and the roof tiles are covered with copper. The next will be the usage of this copper in this building is to protect the building and the content of the building, the structure that built to be a many year. The second copper building that we're going to discuss is the Museum of Medical History and Innovation. These buildings are made by a skilled metal worker and handcrafted worker. The entire building is made by a recycled copper. This building is designed by Boston architecture firm. The external of the building are made by copper. The copper that using for this building is content of recycled recycle copper between 80 to 89%. That means the cost of this building is decreased and safe because of they are using a recycled material. The second story of this building are made by copper window. That component are called as copper free. The usage, if we talking about the usage for this building, they are durable, long-lived, and maintenance is free, and it's recyclable. The copper they are using for this building they can recycle and rebuild again. It's the usage of this copper, it's reduced the heating load the surrounding the building. As we know, copper is one of the good reduced material, reduce of the heating. The third copper building is Museum of Fire Zori, Portland. The name of the museum created from the city of Zori, it means fire, flame, which provided a basic for this design. This building was established in 2015. The three independent walls are covered with copper plate. As you see from the pictures of the building, the three independent walls are covered with a copper plate. The design of this museum look like a dancing flames. The copper that using for this building, it's reduce the fire effect and destroy the fire effect. The manufacture of the copper panel are devised a method of printing oxidation. The last museum that we're choosing for today's discussion is Herpo Museum Freedom Park. This museum was located at South Africa. This museum designed by South African firm Gap Mazana Rose Architect. This museum are like border-like structure houses as a history of region. This museum is made as a structure of the history religion of the South African people. The external building was made by copper and the internal are flammable for burn. If you saw the picture of this building, the external wall and the internal wall are made by copper and it's a flammable building. The importance of using copper for this building is to control the current and the smoothness of the copper surface. As we all know, copper was a good conductivity and it's reduced the heat energy. South Africa was one of the most hottest country. So by using the copper, they can reduce the heat energy surrounding the building. The next side was advantage of using copper in building. The first advantage, if we using copper as a material in our building was copper is economical. That means copper is a combination of easy handling, joining, and saving in the installation's time. Because by using copper, it's not take a much time to install. The second will be copper is a lightweight. Normally, the copper tube does not require a heavy thickness and a heavy weight. They normally will come in a lightweight of form. The third will be copper is a formable. That means it can be burned and can be formed as the shape was required. The fourth will be copper is easy to join. Copper can be joined with capillary fitting and save the material, make the surface smooth. The last will be by using the copper to our built environment, it can reduce burn and can reduce the heat energy. By using copper material, there is a lot of benefit for us, and the main important advantage was can save of construction and It's one of the good material for reduce heat. The slide will be the example of copper building that was already made in the overseas. First, Genuino World Center located at Chicago. The second will be the public middle school at France. This is the University of Arizona Manual Optional Science Expansion. That's all for my today presentation, and then for present my slide. Thank you for watching.